Hey everyone, welcome to my library. My name is Melissa, and I'm coming today in a very raw state to just kind of tell you guys what's been going on with my life recently, and maybe give an update on my reading as well at the end. But I wanted to come on and share something that happened to me at work, and I'll put some like trigger warnings right here just in case you don't want to hear about this. So here's your warning, I guess. So also, I guess, a little bit of a spoiler, but yeah, one of the two partners at the CPA firm that I work at took his life 2 days ago. And it was really unexpected to me. I had only known him for months, but even those who were close to him also were shocked by the news. And it's been a really rough couple of days because this guy had everything written on paper. He had everything going for him. He had reached the pinnacle at his career and very well off. He had 2 kids, a wife, and a beautiful home. And it's still, I guess it's just a lesson that, like, you don't know what battles people are facing, especially when it comes to mental illness. And so, yeah, I mean, I've had all the range of emotions from, sadness, despair, guilt, anger, but I mean, we had a meeting as an office yesterday to go basically to talk about it and to be open with each other about how we were feeling, and to also kind of heal a little as an office, as a a group of people that see each other 40 plus hours a week. It's kind of crazy that how much you interact with coworkers, and yet how much of a barrier there still seems to be about people's personal lives, which, like, obviously that's totally valid if that's, if you want to keep your personal life separate, but it doesn't have to be that way. And I think everyone kind of felt that, as we discussed it, we kind of all came together to say, like, we need to come closer and be stronger together after this, which is going to be really hard, but hopefully can be kind of a moment in time where our office becomes even stronger. Which is, it's kind of weird to think about with a group of people that you work with and not like family or anything like that, but they can be a work family, and it's the first time I've ever experienced something like that, where it was it was supposed to be an hour-long meeting, but it ended up being 2, where, yeah, everyone was pretty vulnerable, and we all shared, things about this man who had he had made an impact on all of us. He was a very caring individual. He really went the extra mile to make sure that people felt appreciated. And so that, I mean, yeah, it's just, but yeah, so I'm still trying to like process it. And I took today off from work. A lot of people did, to find some peace. And it's been a good day. It's been a quiet day. I have guests coming later this evening, so I've been kind of trying to clean the house and stuff, which can be its own form of healing too, so that's been good. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. I wanted to also say, if I know the holidays are not just all cheerful and jolly, and that people can be going through things, and it's especially seems like it's almost heightened more in the holidays, because you can feel even more alone during that time, So I just wanted to give you all a hug and to say that you're loved, and to just give you some words of encouragement, and to know that all of us are can be going through something too, that they're even when life seems to be going super well, you can be thrown a curveball and it just kind of rocks your world. But anyways, so that's what's going on with me. But I also have been reading this past week. I wanted to go back to an author that I love. So I've been reading Laverne Spencer. So this one is Separate Beds. This is such a saucy cover, especially for how it's going so far. There's been zero heat at all. So this is as it says, first came the baby, then came marriage, and then came love. So it's an unexpected pregnancy trope, which I don't love, but actually the way Laverne is handling it is very, very slow. Like they had a one-night stand, and she learns she's pregnant, and then like the first chapter of this book is her coming to his house, his parents' house. Well, she's being forced to. Her dad drags her there to kind of make him, the boy, confess. And also her dad is this horrible, cheap, just sleazy man who thinks this is his opportunity to milk the hero in the story and his family for all they're worth, basically, because she's poor. And so he kind of goes about it in that angle and kind of forces her hand. And but she's such a strong heroine so far. Like I won't go into like all the things that end up happening after that event, like after that chapter, because I think it would be spoilery, but she kind of just like sticks it to him, to her dad, and wants to make a life of her own, and doesn't actually plan on having Clay, the main guy in this story, be a part of it. She thinks that he's kind of going to just let her go and maybe pay child support, but that's about it. And he ends up kind of coming around to obviously proposing and wanting to make things right, even though I don't, it's even explained in this book that was written, I think, in the 80s maybe, that is kind of like not an archaic thing, but very like old-fashioned to, like have to propose if there was an unexpected pregnancy, but his parents kind of want him to, because they are of that mind, and they're kind of old school that way, very kind of like pinky up society people, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, so actually I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm about 150 pages almost in. It's a very long book. It's almost 400 pages, which is classic liberal Spencer, but she just goes into such detail with the characters, with the setting, with the plot. Like, everything is so meticulous and so, it's weaving a story that doesn't skip any beats. And so I love that about her books, but maybe some people think they're too slow. But anyway, so that's what I'm reading physically. And then I'm still listening to The Time Traveler's Wife on audio. I haven't had a lot of inkling to listen to audiobooks recently. I don't know. I've just been watching Vlogmas, honestly, watching people's Vlogmases, watching a ton of booktube, and less audio. So it is what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to share that, and to just check in with you all. I hope you're doing well. And with all that being said, please like and comment and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.